When you out of town being a young thotty, you don't want to bag a joint from your hometown. Unless she bad. Then you still don't holler at her until you get back. Book a booty round me. Trashterpiece Theater, Coochie on Layaway. Back when crunk music ruled the airwaves, the wild North Philly fuckboy ranged at will in search of bad joints. One of our favorite destinations was the great state of Virginia for BET Black College Weekend at King's Dominion. Most of the squad hadn't actually gone to college, but did that really matter? It was BET Black College Weekend. We all watched BET, we were all black, and it was the weekend. So I mean, we collectively had 3 out of the 4 in the name anyway. We rolled out deep for the 4-hour drive just to see random Mid-Atlantic ass. We got to the gate and the security guard was standing next to the ticket taker turning people away. I'm sorry, we've been instructed not to let anybody else in for the rest of the day. What you not gonna do is deny a dozen Philly niggas who drove 4 hours to see strange, scattered DMV ass frolicking about. Fam, seriously, how much y'all make per week? Listen, take this $1,000 and let me and my homies go in through the exit gate. The security boy looked like he was about to balk, but the ticket taker looked at him like,
take it, fool. Turn down that good money.
The benefits of being thug adjacent. In all the years we went to Black College Weekend, we never played a single game or got on nary a ride. We just posted up and bagged joints. After the park closed, we would go get a grub somewhere in Richmond, which of course would make us late for the after party. The line used to be down the street, wrapped around the corner, down that street, and wrapped around the next corner. But waiting wasn't an option. Bean slid the bouncer like $1,000 and he ushered us into the club. Not only did we not have to wait in that long ass, drawn ass line, all the basic joints saw us skip too. Thug adjacent card. Don't leave home without it. The good thing about being out of town was we could act a damn fool. Philly has rules. You gotta be even tempered and even keeled at all times. Don't be too loud, don't dance too hard, don't compliment someone too vigorously. Because people gonna say you drawing or call you Joe or worse, a dick eater. You could dead ass tell someone, yo, those Jordans homie had on was tough. One of your homies gonna be like, damn dick eater? We get in the club and the floor was packed with bad joints. We went right at them. While niggas was playing the wall and trying to be cool, we went straight to the dance floor. Not trying to be cool set us apart from everybody else. Our energy made women want to be around us. We were the life of the party. I was moving from joint to joint and then started dancing with this one brown baddie with a medium booty. She was hella fun. So much so, even when I went to dance with other joints, I ended up always coming back to her. Yo, where you from? I know it's not DMV because you don't have one of those fluffy rolled down socks DC joints be wearing. Nah, I'm a Jersey girl. I'm from Ocean City. That made me hella interested because that was driving distance and perhaps this medium meeting, or a meeting if you will, could be extended past the night. We chopped it up for a minute and even her homie kept saying how cute we were together. She gave me her number and I told her I would call her when we got back above the Mason-Dixon. And I did. When I got back to Philly, I hit her up during my free nights and weekend minutes because, I mean, who used anytime minutes back then? She said she went to Temple but commuted back and forth to Ocean City on days she had classes. Damn, that commute gotta be killing you. And you gotta be paying the grip. For what you're spending, you could just get a studio in Philly and be closer to school. We'd hang out sometimes when she was in town. We kissed and made out, but it didn't go much further. She used to talk a good game, kept saying how soft her booty was and all, but it just never worked out to where we could get it in. One day out of the blue, she hit me up like, guess who's a Philadelphia resident? She said she convinced her parents to let her move to Philly and wanted to surprise me. One random midnight, she called me crying her eyes out. I'm locked out of my apartment and my landlord said he's not coming to let me in until tomorrow. So I'm like, alright, chill, be cool. I'm gonna come get you. You can crash at my spot tonight. Where you live? 21st and McClellan. Hold the fuck up. Like South Philly, 21st and McClellan? I had peoples in South, but not that part. Like a half a block away from Siegel Street, like Beanie Siegel Street. Not picking her up was not an option though. She was outside sobbing like that cry you had when you was little and that long ass piece of drool was hanging down. I had to go get her. I got to her block and there was a bunch of old ladies in the window staring at her crying, panicked ass. They was not helping her, just staring and judging. The most South Philly shit ever. Whole drive back to the crib, she was checking her voicemails looking upset but kept saying how she wanted to repay me for saving her. We started making out like always, and then it went further. And she wasn't lying about her booty. That joint felt like memory foam. It felt like hope, like a brighter, lovely day was on the horizon. We started getting it in, and then she started crying. Like, she didn't break stride, but she was full on bawling. I thought she was still upset about being trapped in the trap. So I was like, yo, everything is cool now, you good. It's not that. I broke up with my boyfriend to be with you. He left me a couple voicemails crying, saying how disappointed he was in me. It's like he knows where I am right now. We can stop. No, because then I'm gonna disappoint you. And then she started going even harder and harder. The whole thing was hella weird. I felt bad for her feeling bad, but whenever I tried to stop her, she started crying harder. I don't want to disappoint both of you in the same night. The entire time this was going on, she was climaxing hard as hell, like whole body shaking joints. Meanwhile, I was turned off. Well, I mean, not all of me, because the peen was definitely still functioning with nary a fuck to give. But I had to stop without upsetting her. So I did the whole fake come in the condom thing and hurried to the bathroom to flush it, that joint. She laid there looking accomplished before she passed out. In the morning, we went to breakfast and then I dropped her back off at her spot. And I never really seen her after that. We talked a couple times that week and I helped convince her to get back with her boyfriend. I mean, it's obvious that they were still feeling some kind of way about each other. At first, my ego was like, man, fuck boy. But I mean, it was the right thing to do. He was crying, she was crying. Clearly they were supposed to be together. And I definitely didn't want any more crying cooch. Years later, I saw her in Atlantic City while I was performing at some spot called Le Grand Fromage. She was with some guy and I was trying to get at some other joints, so we ain't speak to each other. She did find me on Facebook that week and sent me a message saying she thinks I'm the one that got away. Clearly, she never found out that I bagged her homie the following year at Black College Weekend. Sucks to suck. Thank you so much for watching Trashterpiece Theater. Please like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Also, please consider donating to our Patreon to help the channel grow. Patreon patrons receive additional bonus episodes, so there's that too. This is all possible because of your support. Thank you.